Welcome back to Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree. I am Tyler with Matt from Until We Agree. Okay, here we go. What is this on the agenda? Apology. You wouldn't tell me what this is about?
Yes.
And, well, first of all, we're not even in the episode yet. This is pre-episode, and everybody knows pre-episode isn't real episode, so we can't really do real content yet. Yeah, but you're sad, and I get that, but right now it's not even the episode.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be sad about.
Well, here's the thing. I did something.
Hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
And we're back. All right. Let's finally get to whatever this is.
Okay. I've prepared an apology. This is not written, but it's straight from the heart. So I just need to address some rumors that have come out throughout the week since last week's episode dropped. I faced a lot of backlash.
And just real quick, when did that drop, like in terms of where we are right now and what time it is?
I would say it dropped about 8 hours ago.
Okay.
So anyways, I am Matt Howard. I am the co-host and editor for the Until We Agree podcast. I made a mistake in last week's episode where instead of throwing it to Hutch when I said, hit it, Hutch, like just represented there.
I noticed this.
I accidentally made an editing error and did not throw it to Hutch after I hit it, Hutch. I pride myself.
I'm expecting two clips edited in right there where you just said it too, to make up for it.
I pride myself in being the heart, soul, and talent of this show. And I know that the Rat Pack has come to expect better than for the most talented and most driven co-host on this show than what he did on that episode. So I know Tyler and I are on the same page with everything I'm saying and promise to be better in the future. Thank you.
Now, to be honest with me, did AI write that?
Nope, that was all me.
That's all you. Did you write the in there too? Or was that just...
It was from the heart. It was from the heart. So there was nothing prepared there. Except for
when I asked who wrote it, you said it was all me. So what does that mean?
Well, it was written by me as I was saying it. What do you mean?
So it was written by you.
It was written by me, not by AI.
You're lucky you're not in court.
We'll get back to that later. Am I okay? Are we okay? I know that I kind of got lost in the middle. It felt like I really kind of leaned into the fact that I'm the heart, soul, and talent of this show.
No, you definitely did.
So I hope me and you are okay. I don't want to drive a wedge between us because I know that the Rat Pack has come to really appreciate our camaraderie versus our divisiveness.
Have they? Because
so I want to point out that would have been a great time for you to talk faster, so I don't have to edit out the 3-second gap of you not talking. The Rat Pack's not going to notice how long that was, but
okay.
Just for the future, it actually saves me a lot of time if you just talk.
I am processing information, and then I respond. I try to give thoughtful responses. I mean, I could be just some robot that as soon as you're done talking, I just pick up a sentence that has nothing to do with what you were saying, if that's what you want.
Or just think a little bit faster. Right now, if you are a robot, you're a floppy disk. And I need you to at least...
Oh, well, floppy disks are outdated.
Yeah, so is your brain.
No, that's not true, because my brain is only 27 years old.
Okay, that's pretty old.
Okay.
No, it's not. You're getting up there in age. You're slowing down.
No,
not me. I'm not slowing down. If you want to see us race, follow us on Instagram or TikTok. Once we get to 5, I think I never remember. Is it 5,000? 5,000 to get to New York, I think.
I think I don't remember.
If it's not, let's just say it's 5,000 now. We want to go to New York anyways. New York City, Times Square. We're gonna buy some tarp and we're gonna roll out 40 yards of turf.
Well, I don't know if the tarp is necessary, to be honest.
Well, it would just be. I think it would be visually appealing.
In what way?
We have the funding. We're a well-funded podcast.
No, the funding. That's cool.
I'm so close to our first sponsor. I'm so.
Can I say something about the funding?
Please.
There's a solid chance that at this point Kim has spent more money than we have on this podcast. after the flower incident.
I would hazard that there's a guarantee that she spent more than us on this podcast to date. We bought those. We bought those stickers.
Yeah, but how much were those? Oh, by the way,
what?
I was supposed to bring stickers and give to Taylor, who won stickers, and I forgot.
Mm-hmm. What?
So that's on me.
Would now be a good time to just cut to Noah?
You know what? It would, because the Rat Pack's been asking, where is Noah at? We haven't heard from Noah.
Most have been celebrating, but that's not the point.
Yeah, no. So basically, didn't give him too much of a prompt. We just want to know what he's up to. What's Noah been doing? I just threw out maybe he could give his New Year's resolutions. And then I did see him over the holidays, and we went to a basketball game, and I asked him to tell a little story from what happened at that game. So I hope that's what he does.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll find out.
We don't know.
We won't. I definitely won't hear this until the episode drops.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We've given him 6 days to submit something. So we're not going to hear it for days, I'm assuming, but you're going to hear it right now.
Surprise, Rat Pack. Editor Matt, would you believe it? We gave him 6 days, and in classic Noah fashion, has given us nothing. We'll see if he sends something. We've sent a last request out, but I don't have much faith. So sorry for missing the Noah. I might throw him in later if he gets it sent to me before the end of the edit, but thanks for understanding, Rat Pack. We'll see you later.
Wow.
Thank you, Noah.
That was.
Those are some nice words you said there at the end.
That was so nice, kind, funny, and insightful. And if I know Noah, that's what he does.
Yep. And there's not a lot of things Noah does, but that is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you listed a few things, so that's a few of them.
Yeah. Okay.
And hey, you know who else we haven't heard from in a while?
What's that?
Gimmick.
Do we have him?
No. But we could. If the people want it, the people need to request it. That's what this is all about. This is an interactive format.
Right.
We get on here and we yap. Speaking of yapping.
Okay.
May I say something?
That's half of the show, so yes, please do.
Okay. So I got my haircut just now. That's why we're recording a little late. To the listener, you probably don't understand that, because to you, you're just listening. But
we're recording at 4:45 p.m. What do you mean?
Right, and we were going to go for 4, but what happened was I needed a haircut. And so here's the deal. My normal guy out of town, so I booked a haircut with a new guy, same place. And I was taking my old guy for granted, not because the new guy doesn't cut hair well, because I like my haircut. What I don't like is haircut small talk.
Yeah.
Are you big on haircut small talk?
No, I hate it. I will say I've got a new guy, and me and him have actually kind of gotten a pretty good rapport going at this point, and that's maybe a first ever.
See, that sounds nice. The issue with my guy is that he was just a yapper, man. And he wanted to know my life story. And I'm just trying to get my hair cut.
So would you prefer, you would just prefer absolute total silence?
Well, here's the thing, and what I've been taking for granted maybe. So the guy that normally cuts my hair, I won't say his name, I guess, because don't want to dox him, make him a local celebrity. He is a very nice, older, not older, like middle-aged Asian man.
Okay.
And he speaks almost no English.
Okay.
He's so nice, though.
Yeah.
And we don't talk. He just asks me what I want for my hair. I show him a picture. I maybe say, I almost gave away the secret recipe right then.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
But no. And then I tell him the secret recipe, and he knows what to do. He cuts my hair all nice. He gives me a neck massage at the end with a hot towel. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And
then I tip him, and we go our separate ways, and we don't know anything about each other, and that's the way I like it.
Do you also pay for the haircut at some point?
Well, actually, yes, but the last time I had him, I forgot to pay, because usually I pay online, but it wasn't working that day for some reason.
Okay.
So I meant to pay in store, and by store I mean barbershop, and I didn't, and he texted me, and then he just had me Venmo him, which I think might be a little under the books.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't dox
under
him
the
at this
table.
point.
I mean, off the books.
That's crazy.
Crazy and criminal even.
Yeah, probably. Not that I would assume anything of this fine young or old man. middle-aged man.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know. That feels a little dirty to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and I don't know either. And so when I reported him to the police, I felt really bad. But
yeah, sure.
I guess you have to do what you have to do.
You're a law-abiding citizen. You're not going to get caught up in that.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't there today.
He's just been in jail this whole time.
Yeah, but no, it sucks for him for sure.
But so this guy was just the complete opposite. Would you prefer?
So was that a chatty cat?
Would you prefer something in the middle? I almost don't mind.
Yeah,
but do you really like? I really had to like turn it on to do this podcast. I really had to like flip a switch to be able to like go into that mindset of just talking nonstop. Do you almost appreciate like? Is it like a zero? Is it for you when you're talking to people you don't know? Is it like you're at zero and just want to get out of it? You're kind of in the middle. You'll meet them where they are, or you will just flip the switch whenever you want to.
It depends on the person because this guy gave me like fake nice energy, and so I was just like, get me out. But then like some people I like, and so I'd be like, oh, you seem like a nice person. I'll talk to you. But I will say, same on the podcast. Like, okay, I was about to say you give fake nice energy. That's a joke. However,
I don't know if we're ever nice on this podcast.
No. I have had multiple people tell me that this is the most they've ever heard me talk on this podcast, which makes sense. It's an audio medium, and I'm half of it, so you'd think that would make sense. But I'm not a big talker outside of this.
Okay,
not very yappy.
Yeah. So, I guess for me then, would you not rather have someone just talk the entire time? Because I almost feel the most uncomfortable. Like I'm completely comfortable in total silence. So like with the other guy, I'd be comfortable in that. I'd also if like the vibe is right, I will flip on that switch and I will go full conversation with them, and that also feels comfortable to me. What I don't like is when we're both like unsure, and that's where I'm the most uncomfortable.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I don't like that either. That does make sense because like if somebody else is driving the conversation, it's definitely easier than just like both tiptoeing around a conversation.
Right.
But like part of it was just like this guy's asking me like what I do for work. He's asking
how
me.
Dare he? Frankly, how dare he?
It's just so
I'm sick to my stomach.
It's the most boring question. Like I don't want to tell you. I just don't want to talk about it.
Did you?
I just got done with work. Huh?
Did you answer?
Yeah.
And then did you ask him what he does for work?
No, because I know I'm there. I'm sitting there.
That's good context clues. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but it's just like stuff like that. And then, okay, so yeah, if somebody else is driving the conversation, that's cool. But this guy was like mumbling questions, and there's a razor next to my ear, like going zzz, zzz, and so I'm just like, I can't hear you. And he's like mumbling questions. I'm like, huh? And I just don't know what he's talking about half the time anyway. So that was part of the energy that was a little bit off too.
Did you just pick some? Did you just show up and you didn't have anyone assigned to you, or did you pick him online before?
No. I picked him online, but I didn't know.
But at the very least, now you know. If you ever need to find someone else, now you know who not to go with.
Yeah, I do. I do know who not to go with.
You said that you liked the haircut. Did he give you what you wanted though? Those are two different things.
Not
really. Was it?
That's the thing. I told him exactly what I think because I wanted it. I can't say the numbers. And you know the numbers.
No, protect them.
I can't say what I wanted. He left everything just a little bit long, which
that seems weird.
Is okay because it's like it doesn't look bad at all, but it's like now I'm gonna have to come in sooner. Like the proportions, like the sides are a little bit thicker than I would have liked. I wanted it maybe like just taper a little better. I don't know, man. And the guy was I was taller than him sitting down.
Ooh.
And that just ruined the vibe for me.
Is this haircut gonna get you through Miami?
I think so, yeah.
It's gonna be. Do you like having long hair when you're like at the beach and stuff though?
I don't know. I'm not at the beach enough to know.
I guess that's true.
Are we boogie boarding?
I sure hope so. I have some. I do have one thing I want. I do have
if we need.
I do have one thing I want to throw at you, but we'll talk about that offline if that's okay. Just a little concept of an idea. Okay. This is actually. I know, and every now and then I like to do this just because I think we're kind of finding like a sweet little pocket of like genuine conversation right now. And I want to lean into that. This may not be the Matt and Tyler, haha, look at these two goofy guys. We're changed men. We've been hunted by Big Flower for a month now. I'm a little jaded, and I want to dig into more of the human experience, by the way. And maybe it's just because I just finished season 2 of Squid Game, and so I'm kind of like, I'm a little
spoilers.
like, no spoilers, of course, but like, I will spoil one thing. There's a lot of death in it, and so it kind of like
that makes sense.
That makes sense. It kind of makes you a look into a mirror and kind of address your own humanity in a sense. So let me dig into kind of the social hierarchy that we've been leaning into here for a second. What do you think about people who are like the people who did the haircut today, who are that fake nice that you're talking about, but also are so extroverted and so able to carry a conversation? What are your thoughts on their ability to listen? Because I really, really struggle with people who are like that. But like on the same hand, it's really easy to like those people because they're so easy to talk to. But do you ever feel like you're being heard?
No, that's the thing. Like, it feels like they're asking that because they ask it to every single person, and they have zero interest in the answers, but it's just like one question after another, no matter what you say.
Yeah. I almost wonder if it's like who are they real with? I feel like it'd be really hard. It just like shows, because like you try to build relationships with these people, and it always like comes through where it's like, even when you're just one-on-one and it's like, you guys are like, call yourselves friends at this point. Like you never can like break down that wall. They're like the most guarded people I know, in like a very weird inverse way.
Yeah. And here's like, okay, it's crazy you're saying this, because I was half thinking this, like while I was there, I was like, is he always this like, I don't know. It's not, because it doesn't feel outgoing in the moment. Mm-hmm. It's just like, okay, this guy is just like being nice to me because he has to be, because it's his job to be nice to clients so they come back.
Right.
But he was, okay, so they had Morgan Wallen on.
Oh.
Now, you hate Morgan Wallen. You have a disgusting Morgan Wallen story.
Personal deep beef with Morgan Wallen. Yes.
Yeah. And so I hadn't heard the song, but I guess he says 865 in one of his songs. And like somehow the guy made a comment about Morgan Wallen because they play him a lot in there.
Sure.
And then I was like, oh, he's like from, 30 minutes east of my hometown, Knoxville, Tennessee, if you are listening and don't know where that is. And
get a map.
The guy at that point, like, I guess just assumes that I'm a big fan of Morgan Wallen. So he starts gassing him up.
Oh.
And I'm just sitting there like, okay. I mean, like I don't know. He could be a fan. Maybe he does like Morgan Wallen, and he was just gassing him up because he wanted to do that. But I couldn't tell in the moment. This is the problem. I couldn't tell in the moment if he actually liked Morgan Wallen or if he was just trying to relate to me in any way.
Sure. It almost feels like I think it's the relating thing, because it almost feels like those people, and I don't know why they are this way. I can't get into their psyche because I've never felt this way. But they like can't stand silence. It's like the most uncomfortable thing to them is to be silent. It's like they have to.
What's wrong with a little silence?
There's absolutely nothing wrong, especially when you're strangers. Yeah. Like you're not going to be best friends, and this person's not good. Like, who is this person best friends with? Like I don't know, because you can't. It's so hard to be heard because they're not listening to you. What they're doing is they're asking this question. They're throwing a prompt out. They're saying something that they're familiar with. And then whatever you say, they're not even listening to, because they're thinking about what to say next to be sure that the silence never exists.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, who are they best friends with, and what are their conversations like? Because you have to imagine, surely it's not that same base level like weirdness that they were giving off. Like,
right.
Because he was asking that, which whatever. And then, it's the classic, it's spoiler alert. It's New Year's Eve here today. He was asking any New Year's plans. And so it's just like, I don't know. We probably sound mean because these are all like normal questions.
No, this is not mean at all.
I feel like it's going to be relatable. I feel like nobody likes, first of all, even if I had New Year's Eve plans, I don't want to tell this guy.
Yeah, what if he shows up?
What if he shows up and tries to cut my hair?
Been there, done that today is the thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think this is.
I already tipped him.
This is okay. This is not mean at all. I think this is just something that every single person who's listening to this, all hundreds or thousands who are going to hear this, like this is something we all exist like having to deal with. And to answer the question, I think their best friends are either people who are exactly like them and it's always a competition, or it's the most quiet people you can think of because they have a venue now to let everything out that they just want to dump. And that's almost therapeutic to them as well.
I kind of think, though, that it's the first one, like people that's just like them, only because it's like this very specific person we're painting, to me, in the moment, felt like one of those people who his Instagram Reels and TikTok is filled with ways to get passive income. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And so, like, it's like the, not finance bro, but like the rise and grind, like always overly positive for no reason.
Yeah.
Which positivity is great, but.
And
I don't know what I'm even trying to say. This guy is just positivity. I don't know, he got on my nerves.
Positivity is great. And I think what we need to realize, I think you make a great point there. This guy is in the sales business. He makes more money when he has more clientele. And so this might be his way of just selling his personality. And
I think that's why it feels gross.
It could be. This guy's just selling to you. He doesn't care about you other than you're just a figure, a dollar sign to him.
Right.
But who am I to say? And may I say that I think you're stupid and smell funny.
Now, that last part you just slipped in.
It just felt like we were nearing a natural conclusion to this conversation that I think had been really like valuable and insightful, and it didn't feel right. Yeah. It didn't feel right in the context fully of this podcast until I emphasized how stupid and smelly I think you really are.
Well, I think that's rude.
Let's ground ourselves.
And I know that I don't smell funny because every time I come visit you, I steal your body wash. So,
and I would say what 1 to 13 days of the year, you probably smell good. I can agree with that.
13 days?
I don't know how many times you...
What range is that?
It depends on the year, bro. It depends on the year.
I've stolen your body wash and shampoo before.
Yeah, I know. And I'm fine with that. I wouldn't even call it stealing. I would just say that you're getting to use something that's available to you because I'm not trying to hide it from you. But what I'm trying to say is you use it, and of those days that you use it, you smell good. Every other day of the year, you don't.
I would disagree. But I would also say... maybe those are the only days I smell bad.
I would disagree with that because people tell me I smell good. So good luck with that.
Who?
I don't know. Name someone.
LeBron James.
He'd probably say it, yeah.
It's his birthday today.
It is his birthday.
Also, I texted you and you didn't reply. We were 12 years old when LeBron James was born.
I was watching Squid Game. No, I think you got that so backwards.
and what I mean by that.
Yeah, try again.
Because LeBron James is 40 years old is... LeBron James was 12 years old when we were born. And that doesn't sit right with me.
Why does that not sit right, though? Like, what's the issue with that?
Oh, there's a big pause you're going to have to edit out. That's tough.
I'm going to edit out. That's fine. That's my 1. 1 to like 30.
That's your 1.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So that doesn't sit right with me because LeBron James is a older basketball player now. And I think it's just because he's been in the league for 20 years. He's so recognizable. And when we were like children, we knew who he was. But... it just feels strange to me that he was a little 12-year-old when we were born.
So what it sounds like is it sounds like it feels totally normal and also strange to you that this fact exists. Is that what you're saying? Normal
in the sense that it is exactly how time works and like it makes sense mathematically and I did the math and it does check out. But strange in the fact that when I think of myself and LeBron James age-wise, 12 years doesn't seem like enough.
What it is he's had just so many more days that have been so much more impactful than anything you've ever done or ever will do, you know?
That's, you know what, though? You know what?
Please tell me. Please tell me. Say something. Are you going?
Okay, you keep interrupting.
Okay, go ahead.
Because, one...
These are all just cuts that I have to make if you're going to pause that long. Just say it.
Let me speak, please.
1, 2, 3, say it now. How did...
As I was saying.
Go faster. Go faster. This is my time. This takes me time to cut those out.
Bro, you keep talking. I don't know why you keep talking. It's my turn.
Because I'm trying to prove a point that you talk way too slow. Just don't leave those gaps. it takes time out of my day.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, give you a clean cut to work with.
That's not what I want.
So
I don't want a clean cut. I just want you to talk. Okay.
All right. So what was I talking about?
I don't know.
LeBron James? Oh, yeah. Because you said something really mean, which, by the way, LeBron... Okay. No, LeBron has had a lot of impactful days.
Yeah.
Let's not lie about it. More impactful than you and I combined, probably. He's won NBA championships.
Yeah.
And what are NBA championships other than meaningless trophies that people pay to watch?
Yeah. It's measurable.
Yeah, I mean, sure, there's numbers to it. Yeah, have I won an NBA championship? Technically, no. But
I cannot wait to see where this goes.
I have played NBA 2K.
Okay.
And in 2018, I believe, I was on the number 6 in the world Pro-Am team in 2K.
Wow.
Online.
What did that get you?
I'm sorry?
What did that get you?
In terms of
literally anything. What did
that get me?
What was the reward for doing that?
Fulfillment,
Either emotion,
fulfillment.
So emotional fulfillment, and did you win like anything physical, like tangible?
Oh, tangible. Well, I mean, what do you mean by tangible?
What did you take? Like, you got to 6 in the world. What did you get for that?
I was able to obtain bragging rights for 6 in the world.
That's all.
And
I
was a role player at best.
That's all you got.
I was a spot-up shooter.
Okay. So it sounds like there was almost next to no impact.
So it does sound like, okay, but that's not no impact. It's a non-zero. Next to no impact is not no impact. So yeah. I don't know why you're trying to, for lack of a better term, flame me for something that is sick. Just as a fact, it is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool.
No, it is cool. And would you say the same about my trivia status when it comes to How I Met Your Mother?
It's a non-zero impact for sure, yes.
It's a non-zero impact. You're telling me my number one status in 2015, 2016, or 2015 November into 2016 on How Much Mother Trivia on an app that no longer exists has no impact?
I said it's a non-zero impact. So let's think that's the same thing you said earlier.
So a little impact.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
I'm just making sure.
It's not nothing.
Now you can't measure it at all because that app is extinct.
Yeah.
But you said you still had the app.
I still have the app.
And you go on it and it's just
not
gibberish.
functional.
It's like coding nonsense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, let's move on.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I have trivia for you. Or do you want to do your trivia first?
Mine's not really trivia. It's more of like a little fun activity.
Okay, let's do a little fun activity first.
With the New Year's mood, this is the first episode in 2025. Congratulations.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2025. Happy New Year. I wanted to start off because we talked about resolutions last week. We didn't really talk about real resolutions. We talked about like jokey ones. Even though
I meant every word I said.
We're going to try to stick to them.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the top resolutions and then have you guess. I'm not going to lie to you. They're all pretty easy. And like I expect you to go 100%.
100% out of 5?
Let me look at technically how many there are, because there's percentages too, and I'll let you guess the percentages to make it more interesting. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories,
and it's all out of all of 100. Okay, got it. Okay, so I would say the number one resolution will be to exercise or work out more, and I would put that at 53%.
So that's incorrect.
Is it not but it's on there.
It's on there. It's not the first.
Okay. The first one is to eat healthier. And that's
that's not. That is on there, not the first.
Is it drink less?
No, that's not even on there.
Read more?
Not on there. These are all good ones.
What is the first?
Now, the first one, it's a bit of a trick question on this.
To make her save more money, maybe?
That is technically the first New Year's resolution.
Okay.
But there's one thing at 43% that towers above all the others. And it's just that people are not making a resolution.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Okay, fine.
Isn't that crazy, though? I would have thought more people wouldn't make a resolution. I thought it was like
truly. It feels like
only
no one.
43%.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever made one in my entire life. And I can't imagine until the one you forced me to do, which was just to buy one more sweater.
So save more money is the first one. That was at 21%. That's the kind of numbers we're playing with. I'll let you work off that, and you can go from there.
Okay, save more money, 21%. Exercise more is 11%.
No.
8%.
No.
13. Okay, I don't know. What's the number?
It's 17%.
Okay.
But that's number 3.
Then eat healthier is number 2.
Yep.
And that will be what, 18%?
19.
That's like that's like
2, 3,
else.
4 are the same thing. It's eat healthier, exercise more, and lose weight.
Oh, lose weight?
Like that's basically like all in the same vein of just being healthier.
Yeah, but that's also almost 50%. That's over 50%, is it not? That's like 55 or 56%. And then the other are the other two. The other ones are like 2% each. Like we're running low on percentages here.
No, it's 21% save more money.
Okay.
19% to eat healthier, 17% to exercise more, 15% to lose weight, 14% to spend more time with family and friends, 9% to quit smoking, 9% to reduce spendings on living expenses, which also kind of wraps into save more money. So that doesn't really make sense either. And then 43% on I am not making a resolution. And this is out of Statista.com. So
that's 100. That's 134%. This is not a real. This is not a real stat. Or do people have more than one?
Maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Let's read it a little bit. Yep. Okay. People were allowed multiple selections.
Okay.
That makes a lot more sense. So it looks like they were given 15 possible selections, and I'm guessing what they're saying is in 21% of the surveys, people said that save more money would be on there. I guess that would be the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah.
Which, I hadn't even added them up. That does, from what I understand, 130% is mathematically impossible when it comes to,
Yeah, I'm not big on Statista.com after misleading us like that by actually explaining it perfectly, and then you not reading it well. Okay.
Well, I will say it's down tucked in the bottom.
Sure. A reasonable place for it to be is on the page, and it sounds like it is. So that's
tucked in the bottom. Let's not gloss over that. Tucked on the bottom for sure.
Okay. I have a quiz for you.
Okay.
And you know the rules. 10 questions. You got to get 80%. Or right? You can miss 2. You can miss 2, and you are declared an expert in the field, because we like to pick stuff that we already imagine ourselves to be experts at, and then quiz each other on those. And so that's today's quiz.
Don't even give me the category. Just ask the first question.
You're not gonna okay. What are Owen and Vince's characters' first names?
Okay, this is Wedding Crashers.
This is Wedding Crashers.
Is it all Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, it's all Wedding Crashers. Your self-proclaimed.
Oh shoot.
Your self-proclaimed
John.
Movie. Yeah, that's one.
John.
That's one.
And the other, oh no.
It's also a J name.
It's no. You're gonna have to edit out a pause here. I'm sorry, but John and oh man, what is it? It's not Jack.
It's not Jack.
It's I don't know.
Oh no, that was one of the.
I'm gonna miss the first one.
That was one of the
easiest
ones.
ones.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. I don't know. That is hard. That is hard to remember.
Give me 5 seconds. 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
John and which one's John? At least let me know that.
I actually don't know. I didn't.
Owen Wilson's John, I think.
Maybe. That sounds right.
Jeremy.
Yes. I'm sure he Google searched that, but that's okay.
I swear I did not Google search it.
All right.
All I could think of, I remembered the scene where I believe it's Amy Adams is like yelling Jeremy.
Okay. You got it right. 1 for 1.
Okay.
Where is actually a better place to meet women than a wedding?
A funeral.
2 for 2. All right. This one's tough. What is Secretary? Maybe not. What is Secretary Cleary the secretary of?
The secretary.
There's only so many it can be. There are finite
of state
amount. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Secretary of the Treasury. Oh. 2 for 3. All right.
And he's Christopher Walken.
Yeah. There it is. Who plays the original Wedding Crasher? What actor are we looking for?
Will Ferrell.
That's so right. 3 for 4. And What food does Will Ferrell's character, Chaz, want his mom to make for him and Owen Wilson's character?
Oh, man, I can hear it. Hold on.
Mom!
Hot Pockets?
Hot Pockets?
It's not Hot Pockets.
Is that your answer?
No.
Of course not. Why would it be your answer?
No, why would I say that?
Yeah.
Mom, okay, that doesn't help.
Mom,
That doesn't help. What's the first letter?
T for the.
The lasagna?
Ooh, so close. The meat lasagna, meatloaf.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Okay.
Does it sound familiar now?
I was not gonna get that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can't miss any more.
This is terrible. All right.
What are Owen and Vince's actual jobs in the movie?
Their actual jobs. They're counselors. Or like divorce lawyer type counselors.
There you go. Divorce mediator / lawyers.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I'll give you that one just because I want to keep going.
Well, and that was correct.
And it was correct.
Okay, that part.
There's an argument that what you said is correct because you said their job name. Okay.
Hey, Rat Pack, Editor Matt here. I'll admit it, I didn't have faith in him, but Noah came through, sent us that clip, so I'm going to throw it in right here because this is where I was at in the edit when he sent the clip, and that makes my job a lot easier. So here's what Noah's been up to, and spoiler alert, it's electric. Thanks, Rat Pack. Thanks, Noah.
What's up, fellas? Happy New Year. Little update on me. Don't have any New Year's resolutions yet. So instead, I'll tell you what I got for Christmas. So I got my wife a Roomba, one of those little robots that cleans on the floor. And I got a puffer jacket, like a big insulated one. And it's paired really nicely with some shorts, especially during the winter. Great look. What else do I have going on? I do have season tickets to Tennessee basketball. So that's been a lot of fun. Number 1 team in the country. Gone to probably like 5 games so far. And I did take Tyler recently. Would gladly take you, Matt. And story from that one is that they do have a promotion where if the opposing team misses 2 free throws in a row, the whole arena gets free Chick-fil-A. It's probably nuggets, maybe a sandwich. Well, that happened, and we checked our apps the week following. No free Chick-fil-A, nothing from them. And it's a real shame because we're both signature members. And we've invested a lot of money into this company. And for them to kind of blindside us like this it's disappointing. It truly is. So I don't know if this is Chick-fil-A's fault, if this is UT's fault. Well, somebody's got to give me my free nuggets or free sandwich or something. I already get free delivery every single day from this random Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure why they hand out free delivery as much as they do, but they hand it out every single week. I don't want that. I don't need that. I want a free sandwich, free nuggets, and I'll be happy. That's about it. Thanks for having me on. See you.
True or false? The Internship, starring Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, is a good movie.
True.
So true. Great answer. Okay. Number 8.
The interview scene, are you serious?
Yeah.
They're in a blender?
It should have won an Oscar. You can quote me on that.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. What state is the house they spend the movie in?
Now, is this back to Wedding Crashers?
This is back to Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
It's Wedding Crashers trivia, obviously. So, yeah, obviously we're at Wedding Crashers. I don't know what would make you think
the
otherwise.
internship one just threw me off, I think. What state? Oh, it's... Okay, hold on. Because it's either New Hampshire or Vermont or a state up there. Maybe Rhode Island? Island?
I'm going to allow a pass here, and you can come back and think about it.
Well, I'm just thinking of northeastern states is all.
Yeah, maybe you should think of where people in government live, though.
The Hamptons, if I had to. Washington, even.
Washington is a better guess.
But
some states around Washington?
But yeah, I know there's like, West Virginia and Baltimore.
West Virginia and Baltimore.
And by Baltimore, I mean Maryland. It's Maryland because they talk about crab cakes.
Yeah, there you go. West Virginia does not. Anyways, okay.
It's close.
It's in the United States for sure.
Yeah, it's in the vicinity.
Yeah. Okay.
There's jurisdiction for sure.
Yeah. Between Owen and Vince, who gets shot in the woods by Bradley Cooper with a real gun, I might add.
Wait, why did I think it was? It was definitely Vince.
Yeah. Everything bad happens to Vince.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be.
Because I remember the scene of him. I think it's in the bathroom, like she's picking it out of his buttocks.
Yeah. May I say, now that we're on the very last question, just for people who may not have been prepared, spoiler alert on this entire movie. If you haven't seen it, we love it, and we didn't want to ruin anything for you. But yeah, it might be a little late for that spoiler alert. Okay. Number 10, last question. If you get this right, I'll declare you a winner of an expert even of Wedding Crashers, the movie.
Okay.
Number 10, what do Vince and Owen do every year on Owen's birthday?
Oh, no.
I think this is the perfect.
It's involving a case of beer.
This is the perfect difficulty for this question.
It's involving a case of beer, and because he comes over, and they watch a movie. Is it? He brings over beer and they watch a movie.
I'm sure both of those things happen, but the answer we're looking for is have a sleepover. Have a sleepover.
Oh, that counts.
I didn't hear you say that they have a sleepover though. I heard you say he comes over.
Yeah, but that's what that entails, of course.
But what I have actually gone to a friend's house before and left before falling asleep, and you can quote me on that. And so not every time I go to a friend's house.
I'll wear it. I'm not an expert. I need to watch the movie. It's been a while.
It might be that time. I can't wait to watch it with you sometime soon. Okay.
Dude. That's a great movie.
Miami? Could you imagine? Anyways.
I could imagine actually.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's all I had for the trivia. Good try. One of the better efforts we've seen on trivia. Didn't win it, but that's okay.
I feel like that was like an appropriate challenge too.
Yeah, that was
like I haven't seen that movie in like a year or two.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's good to kind of just see where my knowledge base is and how it could be improved.
Yeah, and it gets you kind of fired up to want to watch it again.
I kind of do want to watch it again.
There you go. Okay. Speaking of Q&A, Brittany, we have one Q&A question. Yeah, go ahead and apologize to the people.
Because of the timeliness that we needed to record this in, because I'm going on a ski trip to Canada. We haven't mentioned that.
Not to dox the whole country of Canada, of course.
Yeah. And so I'll report back next week on what I saw up there. But yeah, we don't have the Q&As in yet from the week because, again, like Matt said, it's been about 8 hours since the episode dropped. So we just have the one.
Yep.
And so we'll get to you next week. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Ronnie, you don't leave a comment, please, because we love your comments, but you don't have to ask this time where Q&A is. It's here. You might have just missed it, and that's okay. But we love you and want you to come back with the best question you've got next week. Okay.
Yep.
We do have one Q&A question, though, from someone named Brittany. What's your dream vacation?
I'll let you take this one because I feel like this one's like targeted at you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you. Me and my boy road tripping.
You have a son?
To Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Playing TBC Sawgrass.
I'm listening.
Going boogie boarding in the Atlantic
Ocean baby.
For hours on end. We lose track of time even as we're.
But whoa, that sounds like a lot of work. What would you guys eat?
Name something. Name anything.
Longhorn Steakhouse.
Maybe
perhaps?
A Longhorn Steakhouse. Maybe a Publix Deli. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm trying to get us a sponsorship from a restaurant. It's my new favorite restaurant. I don't want to mention it yet, but I'm going to reach out to them because I think it's possible. I think they would sponsor us. They're the right size for us. Anyways.
Well, you wouldn't let me talk about this when we first did it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Remember when we DM'd Longhorn Steakhouse and asked if we could be the official podcast of Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yeah.
And they replied and just said no, thank you.
No, just straight up no. It was devastating.
It was 2 episodes in. And they said no, thank you.
We were so excited because they liked one of our posts because we tagged them in it. I can't imagine they're getting that many tags. But what I can imagine is they are not ready to shell out tens of thousands of dollars to be the official podcast of a podcast that had just started with zero footing in any relevant world view.
But now 112th and climbing in Lebanon
for comedy podcasts, for sure. Not all podcasts, just comedy.
So,
but if we know,
I think we're on the way up.
We're on the way up. If we know the Lebanese, they love comedy, and if we know vacation, that's my dream one.
That sounds unbeatable almost.
Okay, what
the only thing that could be added to that
that
I'm hearing, or that I didn't hear rather,
okay,
on the way down on that drive, why don't we just stop at Harbor Town?
Why don't we just stop at Harbor Town? Why not? Hit them both.
Go to the Calabogie Sound even.
Go to the Calabogie Sound.
If you guys don't know about the Calabogie Sound,
put them onto the Calabogie Sound.
Look up the Calabogie Sound.
Look up the
Calabogie
Sound
until last year. And then you look at the Calabogie Sound and you just see, one, there's not that many waves because it's a sound.
It's a sound.
About sounds, it's not directly connected to the ocean in the same terms that a beach would be.
Well, okay.
But it is directly connected to the ocean in terms of
it is the ocean.
Water.
It is the
ocean. The water and the same water that is in the ocean.
Yeah.
But it's almost as if there's an aisle in between you and the ocean that kind of dampens the waves.
Put them on.
There's just water that's still.
Keep going.
It's called a sound.
Yeah.
And if I were to look up the actual definition of a sound,
something that goes in your ears, I bet.
An inlet that is deeper than a bight and wider than a fjord. So that didn't help me at all, actually. A narrow sea channel. Okay, so that's basically what I said.
Okay.
And so that's the Calabogie Sound, baby.
Yeah, that's the Calabogie Sound, baby. All right, that's our Q&A, and I'll say it. That's our show. Say something.
Show me the money. That's Tom Cruise.
Thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
We moved on from Matt Damon to Tom Cruise. Show me the money.
Okay. Now do it if Tom Cruise was shrunk into the size of like 3 or 4 inches.
I guess it'd be something along. Well, he already is.
He's close for sure.
He already is, and he would probably try to say, "Show me the money, and I'll get you to Scientology." Boom. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.